A blank outline is a lot less scary than a blank manuscript, but only if you know what actually needs to go in it, and most advice on outlining pushes writers toward one of two useless extremes: 40 pages of scene-by-scene planning, or nothing at all. In this episode, why a loose outline beats both rigid over-planning and pure discovery writing, the 5 beats every novel needs nailed down before page 1, and roughly how much detail is actually useful at this stage versus how much just delays you from writing. This is episode 2 of How to Write a Novel, start to finish. Most writers who abandon outlining entirely do it because they tried to plan every single scene before drafting a single one, and it slowly killed their interest in a story they hadn't even started yet. You don't need that level of detail. You need 5 or 6 load-bearing beats: your opening situation, the event that kicks the plot into motion, your midpoint turn, your low point, and your climax. Everything else, the specific scenes, the exact order of minor events, can be discovered honestly while you draft, and usually should be. Write one clear sentence for each of these, where your character starts before anything changes, what event forces them to act, what new information changes their plan around the halfway point, the moment it looks like they're going to fail completely, and how the story actually resolves. These 5 sentences are your skeleton. If you know these 5 things with confidence, you can write forward into almost any scene without getting lost, because you always know which direction the story is heading next, even if the exact path there is still unwritten. Take a simple heist premise. Opening, a disgraced thief is offered one last job to clear her debts. Inciting incident, she agrees and discovers the target is her former mentor. Midpoint, she learns the mentor set her up to take the fall years ago. The job isn't revenge for the crew, it's personal. Low point, her crew finds out she hid that connection and abandons her mid-heist. Climax, she completes the job alone on her own terms. 5 sentences, and already there's a clear escalation from professional job to personal betrayal to isolation to resolution. This isn't outlining versus pantsing, it's a spectrum, and the strongest approach for most novels sits somewhere in the middle. Plan the beats that hold the whole structure up, because getting those wrong is expensive to fix later. Leave the scene-by-scene texture, the dialogue, the small discoveries, the specific images and objects to be found in the actual writing itself. Over-planning those smaller details in advance tends to flatten them, because the best version of a scene is often one you couldn't have predicted from an outline. Read your 5 beats back to back, out loud if you can. Does each one follow logically from the last, or does it feel like a jump? Is there real escalation, or does the middle just repeat the opening problem in a slightly different setting? If your midpoint doesn't meaningfully change your character's plan, go back and rework it now. It is dramatically cheaper to fix 5 sentences on a page than to discover the problem 50,000 words into a draft. 5 beats: opening situation, inciting incident, midpoint turn, low point, climax. Keep everything else loose and open to discovery while you draft. Blend planning and discovery rather than picking one camp and defending it. And stress test your beats for real escalation the same way you stress tested your premise in the last episode, before you commit a single scene to the page. With your beats in place, it's time to build the people who will actually carry your story through them, because a solid outline with a flat protagonist still won't hold a reader's attention. Episode 3 is all about character, specifically, how to build characters readers genuinely root for, not just tolerate. Subscribe so you catch it, and I'll see you there.